Hi guys. Okay, we restarted a quick live because we are going to do a live all on weight loss questions. So I just finished my makeup live this morning and well, it's this afternoon because it's a slow day for me, but I've gotten so many questions on weight loss. What did I do? How did you do it? Tips, tricks, all the things. And I thought we would end that live and restart a new video so that we can talk all weight loss. So I'm going to go share this video and go send out a text that we're live. If you guys come in, please share out the video for me. And maybe we can do a share giveaway on this live. If you guys just like, comment, share this video, I will pick someone at the end to win some free supplements from me just for sharing this video. Okay, so I'm going to go send a text now. Okay, hold on. All right. So when you guys come in, like, comment, share the video, and we're going to dive into all of your weight loss questions. I thought we could just start a new live to just do all of this by itself so that we can give it all of its attention. And that way, if anyone wants to catch the replay, that they can. I do want to do a share giveaway on this live. So if you guys are on here and you're coming in, here, make sure to like, comment, share publicly, and maybe at the end, we'll do a little share giveaway. Okay. All right, let me go. Everybody like this as you guys come in at weight loss. Okay. Okay. All right. Hello, guys. Scared or shared, Lisa? Wait, what? I'm just kidding. Okay. So come in. All right. So we're gonna just talk really quickly about weight loss, kind of just a quick synopsis of what I did to get here to where I'm at. And also, I want to take time, like 20 minutes or so, to just answer any questions you guys have, because I really do want you guys to be successful. And I get so many questions all the time. So I'm like, I might as well just do a live just at this. And I will also link my supplement link below. We'll get into supplements towards the end of the video because supplements are supplemental, but that's not how I lost my weight. So, okay. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Alex. Hey, Adabelle. Hey, Electra. Make sure everybody like, comment, share the video publicly. And as soon as you share, come back and let me know. Okay, we're over 100. Okay, so here we go. So I want to show you guys, I don't know if this actually shared or if it saved to my phone, but let me see if it did. It did. So I started my journey well, first of all, I've been trying to lose weight for the last 2 decades, and I've been successful, failed, been successful, lose 20 pounds to gain back 5 that's been the whole last 2 decades. But I finally got it together beginning of 2023. I kind of restarted in February, and I did pretty good on and off through July. And then I really got hardcore from like July 23 on. And I started at like 282 pounds, right? It's just an unflattering picture. This was me, and then this was me last night. So I have lost about 127-ish pounds, give or take. I started around 282, and I range between 154 and 165, depending on the day. I'm like in that 9-pound weight range. And a lot of people, like, some people look at it and they're like, you lost your weight so fast, but I did not lose it fast. So again, we're talking February 2023, and now we're in January 2025. So nothing about my journey has been fast. It has been a slow and steady. If you haven't watched me in a long time and you come onto my content, it might look like, well, you lost weight overnight, but I really didn't, right? It's been a culmination of, it took me a while to get to where I wanted to be. Hi, Kristen. Hey, Fanny, welcome in. Make sure you guys like, comment, share publicly. I'm going to do a giveaway on this live for someone that shares this. So share, like, comment, tag a friend. Anyone that needs to lose weight, wants some inspiration, tag them in, okay? So I've lost a lot of weight. And before we get started on something, I want to rule out a couple of accusations really fast. Although I think that it's admirable to take control of your health and whatever that looks like for you, all of our journeys for weight loss look different. What I do may not be what you do. What works for Sarah may not work for Steve, right? We all have to find out what works for us in our own personal weight loss journeys. Talking with our doctors, our beliefs, all of those things play into an account on, what you're going to do for your journey, right? So I've been accused a lot of like weight loss surgery and the gastric sleeve and these shots that are trending all over the world, and all of these things, which I also just to put out there, I don't think those are bad things, right? I do not think that you taking control of your health, because I don't want anyone to misconstrue my words. I don't think any of those things are bad. I think that, again, you have to do what works for you after doing your due diligence, your research, and all of those things, okay? With that being said, that has not been my journey. So I know that some people think it's so hard to believe that anybody could lose weight without shots or surgery. It is possible because I have done it, okay? And again, I think that it's admirable, whatever the route is that you choose to take with your doctor and your health and what works for you is amazing. But I want to just debunk that really quick before we even get started. That's not been my story. That's not been my path. And truth be told, February 2023, when I really started, this whole shot thing wasn't even a craze. I didn't even know anything about it at that point. I had never even heard of these shots. In February 2023, didn't even know what the hell that was, hadn't even heard of it. I feel like that became like a trend later in the year or maybe last year. I don't even know because I don't do it, so I don't know. So that being said, when we look at like bite-sized pieces on how I've done it, so the first thing is, you know, I decided that the excuses were what kept me from getting to my goal weight. And in 2023, I was going to turn 40 years old. And I think that something about turning 40 really kind of hit me like, it's either now or never, Jess. Like, are you going to get it together now or not? And I'm going to pause comments so that I don't miss any questions, and then as soon as I'm done talking, I will answer all your questions. Okay, so you guys can throw in any weight loss questions you have. Make sure to like, comment, share, tag a friend. I'm going to pick a share winner to win some supplements from me at the end of this video. Okay, only thing is you have to like, comment, share publicly, and you have to be on the video to win. Okay, so I had lost like 100 and something pounds back in 2019, and doing like keto, and then like I gained all of that plus some back. I had like a really tragic loss in my life of my mother, and it just really messed me up for a long time. I went back to bad things I always did, which was emotional eating, you know, putting food down my throat to cover and suppress emotions. So February 2023, I won a trip to Panama with Lorella Cosmetics. And that was a trip that was kind of one of the trips that really inspired me to change. Because I'd been doing this yo-yo dieting for so long of like, lose 10 pounds to gain 4, to lose 5 to gain 10. And it's just been, you know, I'm 41 years old. I've done this for the last 2 decades. I was always really athletic in high school, started gaining weight in my 20s, and then just emotionally eating, trauma, all the things, right? Stress. And February 2023, that trip was an amazing trip that I earned, but it was a trip I was insecure in my body the entire time. I would have people take pictures of me at different angles so that I didn't look as big as I was because I was so self-conscious. And then there was an issue where I was getting out of a limo. It was one of those like stretch Hummer limos where you had to like, first of all, we're dressed up and in heels and you have to bend over to even like walk through it, which is hard. Then getting out of it, they had me get out of it on this like little plastic little thing your 3-year-old would step on to brush his teeth. And I felt like I nearly broke it and almost fell out getting out of the limo. And I was mortified, although nobody made it a big deal or like probably even knew that it bothered me. It really did. And I just remember like the whole time home, on the way home from that trip, I just was like, I'm just so tired of living, like not feeling good in my skin. And not only that, but like, you know, being 300 pounds, it's not healthy. It was not healthy for me being at that weight, you know? And I just was like, when am I gonna stop? Like my excuses would always be like, well, so-and-so's not went through what I've went through, right? So that's why she's not fat and I'm fat. It was always these excuses. Well, I've been through way more than so-and-so, and I was a victim in my life, and I can admit that I was for a very long time. And I just started, you know, February 2023 just was the month that things just started to make sense, and I had to really be like, okay, it's either you're gonna do it or you're not. And I started implementing tough love with myself. It's like, if you're not gonna do it, then stop complaining and crying over being heavy and not looking good or not feeling good. Like, either do something or be quiet, was what I was telling myself. Because for so long I just wanted to cry about it, poor me, but I wasn't doing what I had to do to get there. And I'm going to tell you, losing a lot of weight is a very hard thing to do. It's one of the hardest things I have ever done in my 41 years is lose a drastic amount of weight, because all of my weight, it's not something that's like, you know, people say it's hereditary genetic. No, I come from women that are all small framed, smaller women. I'm tall, but all of like the women on my father's side are petite framed women. And I always wanted to believe that I was just big boned, and my doctor would be like, yeah, you're not big boned. You're just overweight. Obviously now I can see my frame is smaller, but I never thought that was it. So a couple of tips that I have and what I did was, if you are someone that struggles with carrying a lot of emotional turmoil, trauma, and you know who you are, right? And I can't speak for everyone that's overweight, but I would dare to say if I had a room of 100 of you in this room with me and you're overweight, I would dare to say 93 of you have some sort of trauma that you carry, that you've not dealt with, that you suppress with food. Throw hearts if you agree with that. Not everybody, but I would say a vast majority of people that are significantly overweight are carrying something in them that hurts them, and it affects their daily life, whether they're conscious about it or it's a subconscious thing. That's just my own belief as someone that was morbidly obese for most of my adult life, all of it actually. So, you know, one of the things, my mother was murdered in 2018, if you guys don't know this, and it was traumatic as all hell for me. I nearly did not survive that. And that is something that will hurt me forever. And one of the things when that happened, I would go in and out of counseling, and I would always make an excuse as to why I couldn't do it. Like, this therapist could never help me because she's never walked through what I have. Or I fired probably 5 therapists because I was like, I don't need therapy. Nobody could ever help me get through this, because unless you've lived, like, I had all of these reasons why this would never work, and I could never get, like, I was like, who could give therapy to someone that lost their mother to this horrific murder? Who could ever help me with that? That was my thought process for a very long time. And so one of the starts of my weight loss journey was realizing I needed to get therapy, and that I was okay with that step, and that it wasn't a bad thing, that I knew I needed to get help. Right? And it was like, okay, at this point, Jess, you're letting this thing kill you slowly, because I would, and I just would eat sadness, and I survived for so long and didn't really live, and I was just miserable, and a depression I've never felt in my whole life that I felt for years after she was murdered. It nearly took me, but luckily, God, I survived. Anyways, so one of the biggest things of my weight loss was admitting to myself I needed to get some help with, like, therapy. And going through, I found an incredible therapist that not only was able to work through that, but also a lot of other traumatic things I've been through in my life. I was born to 2 addicts, and I was born into really bad circumstances and kind of thrown all over the place the first 4 years of my life. A lot of bad things happened to me as a child. I was adopted. There's so many things I could say that go back in life and you don't even think affect you as an adult, but then you start going through therapy and you start to realize, like, we were able to find out, like, 6 years old was the first time I ate food for comfort. Going through all of this therapy and realizing, like, I started suppressing emotional pain as a small little girl. And it's crazy to, like, go back in time and relive things, and to see kind of where it started for you, something traumatic you go through, and where that kind of led to. Anyways, so I've always eaten my feelings, whether I've been happy or depressed or sad or excited, or, it's been like, food's always been for, like, celebration, but also if you're sad. That's just how I've always been. So starting therapy was really pivotal for me. And probably, I tell you guys this all the time, the number one thing I could have done for myself was therapy, because not only did I get to work through a lot of those things, I got to learn tools on my addiction with food to work through that. And also I was able to really work on myself as a person. And, we can decide and wake up any day and be like, we don't want to be the version of ourselves we were yesterday. You can wake up tomorrow and say, I just don't want to be her anymore. Whether that's you think you're mean to people, or you project anger onto people that didn't hurt you, you bleed onto people that didn't hurt you, or you're whatever version or traits about yourself that you don't like. We have that ability every day to wake up and change it. Right? And we get to become, that's the beauty of life. If we're still here, there's still time, and we get to change who we are and who we want to be. It all starts with a choice. I don't want to be her anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. And then we change it, right? So it's like the first thing is a choice. And so going through that, I was able to like work on a lot of things about myself I didn't like. I feel like a lot of me is held on to relationships that no longer serve me for so long because I just wanted people in my life, even if I had to beg them to be there. And I learned that, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I know what I offer to the world. I know what I offer to you in a relationship. If you don't see that value, I'm not going to chase you to prove my value. It was one of the things I've always been like a people pleaser. So the long story short is I worked through a lot of things about myself that I also didn't love, that I wanted to change. And am I perfect sitting here? Absolutely not. I don't think we ever get to perfection as a person. We're always in the pursuit of becoming better and a better version than we were yesterday. And I think that's the beauty of life, right? Every day we're trying to, I think the pursuit of being the best version of ourselves is never a destination. It's more of the pursuit. Your whole life is the pursuit of being better, right? Okay, hold on. I think we got someone negative in here really quickly. I want to make sure to mute if they're causing a scene. Let me just mute her. We're not even going to acknowledge that. Okay, I paused the comments again. Okay, so that was the first kind of steps that I took, okay? And then it was cutting out, we're talking about, now we're going to get into the logistics of like the daily routine of what I did, okay? Number one thing I did, I bought a freaking portion plate off of Amazon. If you guys want a link for one, they're not very expensive. Comment plate below. I'll send you guys a message. It is a plate that gives you portion sizes of like your protein, your carbs, your veggies. And I know that that sounds so bizarre. Why would you do that? Because my plate servings were like 2 and 3 serving sizes that were not a normal serving. And I had to retrain myself on what normal portions of food were. There would be so many days that I would eat my plate and I'm still starving. And I would like almost cry and be depressed because I was not fulfilled or satiated, but I was trying to retrain my body to eat smaller portions. Like one of the first things I did was the plate. And I would not eat anything. You can ask Sean. I could go show you my plate that's all scratched up. I would not eat out of that size of portion. That's all I would allow myself to eat. One of the biggest things I feel like making people become overweight isn't even necessarily what we eat. It's how much we eat, right? Like, you're eating too much food. That's the number one thing for me. It was too much food, way too much food. Hold on. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, so that was the number one thing I did. And then, luckily for me, 330 pounds of my heaviest in my life to now 155 pounds. One of the only healthy habits I've ever had in my entire life has been, I've always been a water drinker. Since high school, water has always been the main thing I've ever drank in my whole life. Anyone that knows me can tell you, even at my heaviest, I remember when Sean and I were dating, I was at my heaviest and he would come over to my apartment and all I ever had was water bottles and sparkling water. I've never really been, I mean, I've drank some diet soda. There was a period of time where I really loved it in my life, but more so than not, I've been a big water drinker. So half my body weight in ounces of water a day, never really been hard for me again. But another thing I would say is a lot of people do not drink enough water. And a lot of times you can missignal hunger for dehydration. And, you know, drinking, if you weigh 200 pounds, drinking 100 ounces of water every single day and not giving yourself a way to not drink that. Like, you have to drink it. It's a non-negotiable for me. I don't care if I'm traveling. I don't care if I'm at home. I don't care if I'm running errands. I always get my water in. I do not, there's no excuse in the book that will make me not. If I'm traveling all day, I don't like to like chug a lot of water when I'm in the like traveling because I have to pee all the time on the plane and stuff. As soon as I land, I'm chugging and I always get my water in. So that is a tip that I had. After the portions, it's the water. And then it was the foods that I needed to remove from my diet. Okay. And, so I feel like, you know, my weight loss is not necessarily like what I changed more so than it is like what I took out. So I stopped allowing myself to have like any kind of complex carbohydrates. So rice, quinoa, potatoes, pasta, breads, any of those types of foods were no longer in the realm of what I could eat. And I did not eat any of those foods for like 7-8 months. Okay. Completely cold turkeyed them, cut out all sweets, no sweets. And I literally ate meat and veggies. Like that's what I ate. And if I did want a sweet treat, became fiercely obsessed with yogurt parfaits, where I would do like a low carb yogurt with low carb fruits like berries, any kind of strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries are all low in glycemic index responses in terms of like their natural sugars. Those are the lowest carbohydrate sugar fruits. So berries, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, all of those. And I would layer that with like a low carb granola, or I would use no granola. That would be a big sweet treat thing I would have, because I cut out all treats, like nothing sweet. And then I ate a lot of meat and veggies. And one of the things I would do like every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day it was, is I would decide, okay, what is the protein source I'm going to eat for the next 3 or 4 days, right? And maybe one week it would be a pork. Like I love to make country style ribs in the crock pot. Or maybe one day it would be chicken thighs, or maybe one day it would be steak, or whatever meat. Tuna. I eat a lot of salmon. Salmon is one of my favorite sources of protein. I love salmon so much. So picking like what do I want to make right now in bulk to eat on for the next 3 or 4 days. And something about like prepping, even just your protein, guys, it takes the guesswork. I don't care if you work 12-hour days or you're a stay-at-home mom or whatever. If you prep a meat, whatever protein that is for you for 3 or 4 days, I would either crock pot, cook it in the air fryer, grill it, however you want to do it. And then I would change up the version of how I would eat that for the next few days, right? So maybe one day I would do chicken thighs and I would have that with like a side of broccoli and a cheese sauce low carb that I made and like a salad. Or maybe one day I would like shred it up and make a low carb chicken salad and eat that on a low carb tortilla. Maybe one day I would shred the chicken and eat it on top of a salad. Maybe one day I would shred the chicken and make it a low carb chicken salad. Like there's so many different options. You can eat the same thing for 3 days if you can or want. I can do that easily. Or you can change the way in which you eat that source of protein, right? Does that make sense? So hard to that if I'm making sense, you guys. Throw hearts if that makes sense really quickly. Thank you, Faithy. It's a battle with depression. Girl, I feel ya. Okay, I paused again. Okay, so one of the biggest tips, like if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That saying is so true. And I even work from home and I still would meal prep, because like, what is the biggest thing we do? Like if you worked a long day and you're on your way home from work, you're just gonna go through a drive-through, right? You have nothing prepared, you're too tired to cook. Or if you've had a long day at home and you just don't feel up to cooking, right? If you prep even just a couple days of the meat, and people will say, well, what if my family doesn't eat low carb? That's fine. You can make a rice or something on the side for them and just, you don't eat that part. So like, that's another thing, like, you have to remember you're doing this for you, and any excuse, you have to let that go. Your husband doesn't eat it. Who cares? You're doing this for you. Your kids don't eat it. That's fine. You'll pivot. But again, you might make a side of a starch, but you're not going to eat that, right? So meal prepping was pivotal for me. And I really feel like meal prepping is something that I tell everybody that asks me for some of my tips on like the eating, is to prep your food. Prep some snacks, make some little yogurt parfaits in advance, like a couple of them at a time, and keep them in your fridge. So when you have a sweet treat, there it is for you. Make little snacks. Like I love to eat like bacon wrapped pickles or jalapeno poppers. Those are a low carb, high fat and food that are satiating, and you can have in your fridge and just have them if you want one. I also would eat a lot of, like I would do pickles, like dill pickles with a little cream cheese wrapped in any kind of like lunch meat. Love those. Beef sticks, love those. I love peppers, green peppers, mini bell peppers, cucumbers dipped in like a hummus. Now hummus is a higher in carbohydrate item, but I would just measure out a serving and have that as a snack. That's one of my favorite snacks to this day. And those are just like some simple quick tips. And also another tip I would tell you guys that I did was, then I'm going to start going through questions. So whatever questions you have, start dropping them. We're going to start scrolling and answering questions. I just want to get out kind of my story quickly, and then I'm going to get into questions. Another thing that I did was I didn't put myself in situations where I could fail. So for a long time, I was very weak, right? So changing even just the amount of food I ate was so hard for me, you guys, like so hard for me, because I was eating too much all the time. So not only did I had to like lessen the amount of food, I also had to change what I was eating. It was so hard for a while until it became discipline and second nature. But for example, I love to go to movies. Like going to the movie theater is just like one of my favorite things since I was a kid. I love to go to a movie theater and get popcorn and an icy or a big Diet Coke and my Reese's Pieces, and just like, I love going to the movies. I didn't go to the theater for like over a year because I knew I was not strong enough to say no to my little Diet Coke, my Reese's Pieces, and my large popcorn that I would eat by myself, right? I knew I wasn't ready to say no to that, and so I wouldn't allow myself to go there, right? So sacrifice some things I love to do because I knew I wasn't strong enough to put myself in that situation because I knew I would fail, okay? And then also, the Christmas and Thanksgiving, the year that I started in 2023, I packed my food to go to my family's. Like I remember going to my brother's house for Christmas, not this Christmas, but last Christmas. And I packed little containers of like some snacks and my food because I knew there was going to be all of this food there that I was going to be tempted to eat, that I wasn't in alignment with my goals. And so it takes sacrifice. And that's why when people want to say, you just did it and cheated, I sacrificed so much to get to where I'm at. And that's what it takes. You have to say no to things. You have to not put yourself in situations where you think you're not strong enough to do it. And it is hard. It sucks. It does. But after you keep doing it day after day, you become disciplined. And you become disciplined without even knowing you're disciplined because it just becomes second nature to you, right? To this day, I sit in maintenance. I still can eat anything I want now, but I know when to stop. Like if I want ice cream, I'll eat 5 bites of ice cream, done with it. But I've trained myself to be like this, right? If I want to have mashed potatoes and gravy, I can have that now. But I also know how to eat it and not overindulge and eat a regular serving or a small amount of it to get that little satiation. And then mainly still though, meat and veggies, healthy foods. And if I have carbohydrates that are complex, I eat very small portions of them to this day. I saw someone say, did you have cheat meals? I did not allow myself to have cheat meals. Let's see. Probably until January, February of 2024, I would say is when I allowed myself to have cheats. So okay, let's start there. Now, this is something that's probably very controversial because there's going to be different people that sit in my shoes that have lost weight that'll tell you different things that worked for them and what they might not agree with and whatever. I'm always just telling you guys what I did and what worked for me. That does not mean that my way is the right way. That does not mean that you should do what I do. I'm just simply sharing my journey with you completely vulnerably so you know how I got here. Okay. So as far as cheat meals, I did not allow myself to have cheat meals until like I said, January, February of 2024, which maybe, I don't remember exactly when. It was a long time. I was into my journey for quite a while before I allowed myself to have cheat meals. Okay. And then when I did incorporate that, what I did was I incorporated 1 item a week. Now it couldn't be a full cheat meal. It couldn't be a full cheat day. I had rules and boundaries on that because as a food addict, you also have to have boundaries, right? And for me, I had to have them my entire journey because I'm an addict and I try to talk myself into stuff I shouldn't do. That's just my personality with food. And so I'd have boundaries on, okay, Friday would be the day every week where I could have one thing I wanted. That could be a donut. That could be a chocolate sundae. That could be a Blizzard from Dairy Queen. That could be chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant. That could be a large order of French fries from McDonald's. It could be anything I wanted. One thing. Now, it couldn't be a full meal. So say, for example, that we were going to go to like Mexican for dinner and I wanted chips and salsa. That meant that my dinner had to be low carb. I could not eat a burrito, rice and beans, and chips and salsa. I could have the chips and salsa and then maybe the fajita meat with lettuce wraps. Or you see what I'm saying? I allowed myself one thing, and I was very big on it not being a full meal or a full day, because I feel like that's flirting with a little bit of fire. But it kept me motivated, because every week I knew I was doing so good and staying on track, and that on Friday I got to have one thing I wanted. It could be anything. And all week I would be like, what do I want to have this Friday? And sometimes it would be I wanted to go get an In-N-Out burger with a bun. Or, you know, it could just be anything I wanted, and I looked forward to that. Maybe it could be Sean making me the chicken rice that he makes, and I just wanted to have that. Or it could be anything that I wanted one day, one item. So then I did that. And you guys, that's simply like what I did. I mean, it sounds like just the simple things that I did, but it's very hard. And if you're someone that's sitting like in that space where you've tried and tried and tried and you keep failing, you guys, I tried a million times and I failed all of them. And I never was in maintenance more than a couple weeks before I'd start gaining. And, you know, I think the biggest thing that I can tell you guys from my heart is, with all the love when I say this, you have to stop making excuses why you keep failing. Well, I didn't have anything to eat. I didn't this. My husband doesn't eat that way. I've been through this. It doesn't matter. You either want to do it or you don't. And you have to get to the place where you're sick and tired of whatever being overweight looks like for you. Maybe not fitting into your clothes. Maybe having to keep buying bigger outfits. Maybe you're not fitting into the booth at restaurants like I wasn't. Maybe you can't run around with your kids. Maybe you can't get on a roller coaster with your daughter this last summer and it's really bothering you. Like, whatever it is that's making you sad and in the weight you're in right now, all of those reasons have to supersede the excuses as to why you can't do it. And that's like with all the love in my heart to you. You have to throw it all away. Because if you're in this little boat in the middle of your little lake, I tell you guys this all the time, and you have all these excuses or big boulders in the boat, the canoe, you're not going to move it. You're going to stay stagnant in the same exact place. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you can either stay there and keep crying in the boat with all the boulders holding you down in the middle of the lake, and you're just crying and you're there. Or you can start releasing the boulders out of the water so that the canoe becomes lighter, so you can move to where you're wanting to go. And that's truly it. Or I look at it as carrying a bunch of luggage on my back uphill, right? I can either do that and keep struggling and crying and never get to the top of it, or I can decide to maybe like put it into roll-on luggage where I can pull it a lot easier. Because I want to just say and validate, if you've got trauma and pain that's gotten you to where you're at, my heart gets it. I'm with you. And I validate that with love and tears in my eyes. Because I know some of us have gone through a lot of really hard things. Right. But regardless of that, you deserve a life full of joy. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be successful. And whatever you've gone through, you can use it to either, that's it for your life, it's over, I'm just going to be fat and miserable, that's it. Or you can use it to, in spite of all this I've gone through, I'm going to show people that it's possible and I can do this. Because you can. And you deserve it. Okay? So those are kind of like some of my main tips, like excuses, therapy, portion sizes, prepping your foods. But the biggest, like one of the biggest things other than like the therapy, like I tell you guys, is stop giving yourself excuses to fail. No, we're done doing that. In 2025, there's no more excuses to fail. No. We've failed long enough, right? Now it's time that we're no longer allowing that. And if you want to get to where you want to go, you guys, excuses are going to hold you back all day, every day. I don't care whatever that is in life. If that is in excuses why your marriage is failing, or why you can't get to work on time, or whatever it is in your life, if the excuses are there, you're never going to get to where you want to be. Period. I don't care what it is, you won't. So those are just some of the tips that I have, what's worked for me. And then a lot of people are like, well, are your supplements how you lost weight? Absolutely not. No. Nor have I ever claimed that. So you guys can take supplements to just help you feel good on your journey. That's not how I lost. Trim Fit did not make me lose 130 pounds almost. No, that's unrealistic expectation. If anyone sells you a false narrative on the internet, drink this, chug this, you'll be skinny, it's a lie. You have to change every part of your routine in your daily life with what you're eating, your relationship with food, your portion control, working on the things that hurt you. That is how you lose weight. Trim Fit, my supplements are amazing, yes, and I love them and I drink them every day. Trim Fit helps curb my appetite. It gives me energy. It helps my mood. And yes, that's been pivotal for me in my life, and I drink it every single day, and I always will. I still drink it. I drank it all on my weight loss journey. I drink collagen. I drink greens. I take a probiotic. If you ever want any information on those supplements, you guys can comment the word wellness and you'll get sent a message with a link, and you can look at my supplements, ask me any questions. But I just want to let you know that has been a part of my journey, but that is not how I lost the weight. The Trim Fit has been a good tool in helping with like appetite control and energy and boosting my mood. And the appetite control is pretty damn good, I will say, but that's not how I lost my weight. That's like a small little supplemental little thing just did on the side here with all the big changes, right? So I'm in the industry of selling supplements, and I will never sell you a false narrative so you'll buy my shit. I don't work like that. I don't move like that. I've been 330 pounds before, and I probably spent 10 grand or close to it years and years and years ago buying everything on the internet that some influencer said would make me skinny. So why in the world would I do that to people when I'm literally always that person at heart? I'm the 330-pound girl that was sitting on the couch buying all of these false things from people that told me they would do something that never did that. I'm never going to lie to you so you'll buy my stuff and still be disappointed. I'm going to be a straight shooter. You don't change what you're eating or your lifestyle, you're not going to lose weight. I don't care how much Trim Fit you drink, okay? You're not. But if you do want to get supplements that are amazing, that just help you feel good, I'm your girl. I will be happy to help you. You can comment the word wellness. You'll be sent a message, and then you can ask me any questions, or you can reach out to me, okay? That's such a small part of my routine, but I can't not mention it because it is a part of my journey and my story. Okay, I'm done talking. Now I'm going to start scrolling. I'm way behind on comments. A lot of you guys are like, do you see my comment? No, I have not, because I have them paused. So now I'm going to go in and start reading them, answering any questions that you guys have. Make sure too, guys, you guys share this video, like it, and comment for me. And tag someone you think that might need to hear this message. Maybe you know someone in your life that is trying to lose weight and needs a little push. I'm also going to start every Monday posting snack ideas that I love that have helped me. I'm going to start posting more recipes. I'm also going to start doing some more cooking videos, some simple cooking pre-recorded videos, and also like live cooking videos as well. And if you guys do buy any of my supplements, you also get access into my private community where we do weekly challenges, giveaways, support, all of that as well. Just enough, I have another layer of support. But I do want to be pushing a lot more content for health and wellness on my platform this year. Recipe ideas, short clip videos of ideas, just all of those types of things I plan to do for sure. Okay, drop any questions you guys have on my journey or weight loss or anything I can answer. Well, Sabrina Portelli, thank you for your kind words. All of you guys commenting plate, I will message you guys the link for the plate when I get off of here. Or I'll make a post with the link of it. If you weigh 210, you should drink 105 ounces of water, Mary, a day. My opinion. Not everybody agrees with the half body weight in ounces of water a day, and that's okay. So like I tell you guys, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a weight loss expert. I am an RN. I do have an RN license. I worked as an RN for many, many years. I haven't worked as a nurse for 6 years now, almost 7. But I still have my license, and I'm also someone that's been morbidly obese, and I've lost the weight. So some people will try to say, well, are you a nutritionist? No, but I've lost the weight though. So I probably have there's probably some validity in what I'm telling you. You can just go to a small nutritionist that's really fit and has never been overweight and had the struggles you have and just listen to her. She probably knows a little bit what she's talking about, but I've lived it. So although I'm not a nutritionist, I would take the most weight loss advice from people that have actually lived through it and been successful. That's just my opinion. because I've done it. I know what the daily routine in life is like, being 300 plus pounds. I know every struggle that comes along with that. I know it, right? So yeah, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert, but I'm a living, I've lived it and I've done it. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, because it never fails. Whenever I do a video like this, someone's like, but are you a nutritionist? No, I'm not. And I still lost 130 pounds not being a nutritionist. So again, like, I know how to do it. How much is Trim Fit, Jane? So you can get 30 servings, 30 servings of the Trim Fit for under $50 on a subscription with my code. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee. You can comment the word wellness and you'll be sent a message. You can save 25% on all my supplements if you subscribe and then apply my code at checkout. And then you can message me and say, Jess, I ordered, and then you can get into my group. And the link is pinned below for the supplements if you guys do want to check those out. Or message me if you want more information, like, hey Jess, I want to hear more on the Trim Fit or the collagen or whatever, and I'm happy to help you. So what you'll do if you're 293 pounds, Marianne, divide 293 by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you'll drink a day. So everyone take their weight and divide it by 2. That's how many ounces of water you should drink a day, in my opinion. That's what I've done. These are dip. How do you make your salmon? Erica, I bake my salmon. I do Kerrygold butter or the Costco butter, lots of lemon seasonings, and I bake it. Teresa, this will be posted, sweetie. Did you not crave when others ate things like chips, rice, potatoes? Karen asked. Of course I did. Of course. Yes. I mean, my daughter's 17 and teenagers are always at my house, like in and out. Like, of course, there's stuff around all the time that you could be triggered by on your journey. Yes. But it also, again, it comes down to that choice of, are you going to let that be an excuse to just cave, or are you going to be like, well, you know what? No, cool. Because all of those bad foods have been in my home this whole time. My daughter's 17. She's not on a diet. She eats what she wants, whatever. And then my husband was not on this journey with me. He started about 2 to 3 months after I started my journey, because he told me I inspired him. One night he was in bed eating a bowl of ice cream. It was late. And he looked over at me and he goes, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're losing weight. You feel good and you're not caving. He said, this is it. This is my last bowl of ice cream. Tomorrow I'm starting with you. And he did. And Sean lost about 70 pounds. So, which is kind of cool, right? Because if you're like a walking testimony of something, you inspire people without even trying to. My own husband was like, I want to do this with you. And so he did. You know what I mean? Which is really cool when you see like my husband, and he'll always say he started because of me and he's at his goal weight and he feels amazing and all of those things. I don't really eat breakfast. Claire, great question. So I did intermittent fasting for a long time on my journey, where I would just have my supplements and water and my coffee in the morning and then not eat anything until like later in the day. But about 6-8 months ago, I started having a protein coffee every morning, because I read an article that said if you're trying to lose weight, and what's really good for us is to like start with 20 to 40 grams of protein within like an hour of waking up, something like that. There was this research I read. So and I'm still drinking on it. Don't judge me, guys. I didn't get out of bed till late today and I've just been a slow morning, but I'd make a protein coffee. So I do coffee with a protein powder, and unsweetened almond milk every day. That's kind of my breakfast, which does keep me full until later in the day. Admittedly though, my entire adult life, even in high school, I've never been a big breakfast person. Even when I was morbidly obese, like I've never been someone that eats breakfast really ever. My daughter's the same way. Like I can't eat first thing in the morning. I'm not hungry. It makes me nauseous to think of even eating first thing in the morning. So I do a protein shake, and then you guys, I really listen to my body. So if it's noon, just because it's noon doesn't mean, I got to go eat, for me, in my opinion. If you're not hungry, then you don't eat. And I know some people that have lost weight will tell you to eat 6 times a day. I disagree with that. And again, that's okay, because there's a million different ways to lose weight. My way is not the only way that's right. I disagree with eating 6 times a day, and here's why. You're literally constantly spiking your insulin response from your pancreas every time you eat, and you're going up and down. That, to me, is just not what I want to do. So I do fast throughout the day until I'm hungry. So if I'm hungry at 12, I'll eat something. If I'm not hungry until 4, I will fast until I'm hungry at 4. And it really comes down to, just because it's this time does not mean it's time to eat. Like, are you really hungry? You know what I'm saying? It's actually very healthy to do a little bit of fasting. If you guys go research that, go look up Dr. Jason Fung, F-U-N-G, and go listen to some of his talks on fasting. Fasting is incredibly good for you. And I do not agree with eating 6, 7, 8 times a day. I don't care what people say. And some people believe that and they lost their weight doing that. Great. I personally, that's not what I did. And I just don't think that's not what I don't coach anybody, but that's not what I did. And that's not what I tell people. Hey, Sunny. Sunny, I feel like I never see you comment, but I see you're here. How are you? I answered that. What would you do if you eat too fast? That's my issue. Slow down. Julie, maybe just put one item on your plate at a time. You know, and some of this, guys, it comes down to, you have to like be tough love with yourself, right? Because I can tell you the tools, I can inspire you, I can tell you what works for me and what helped me. But at the end of the day, this is all up to you, right? Like, you have the power to accomplish anything. If we get out of our own way, what we're capable of is just beyond what we could ever we could ever comprehend. Like, last night I tried on this faux leather, medium-sized, non-stretchy skirt, and it fit me and I cried. Because it's like, never, 3 years ago, I would have never, ever thought that I would get to this place in my life, like with my wellness. But you can. But you have to, like, if there's something that's like, well, how can I do this? You have to just do it. And you have to learn to just do the things even when they're hard and they're uncomfortable. Pushing the plate away, you're done, even though you don't want to be done. Like, it takes a lot of sacrificing, and stop giving ourselves excuses. Well, not everything is going to be just black and white. It's hard. It's very hard. Hi, Addie. Hi. We're talking about weight loss. You want to say hi to the girls? Hi. What's up? Nothing. You can't have those.
I don't want them.
What does my family think of my weight loss? I don't know. Addie, what do you think of my weight loss?
That it's good that you worked really hard.
That it's good that I worked really hard. Even sometimes when Addie will look at pictures of me bigger, she'll be like, I don't really remember you being that size, huh?
Yeah. But
I was. Ready to see it. You're welcome. I've been in maintenance the past 2 years. That's amazing. I don't eat breakfast. I do a protein coffee. Yeah, Julianne, I had a C-section too, and with my daughter, she's 17, and I will forever have that hangover kangaroo pouch too. There's nothing you can really do about that unless you get like a tummy tuck, which I will never get. So I understand. I have the same thing. Be Exclusive Designs, you can store the herbal face food soap anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the fridge, just in like your drawer or whatever. Sorry, I'm just catching up on comments, you guys. Alexa, next song, please. I never counted my carbs, Tina. If you're someone that needs to count that and you have a lot of weight to lose, I would try to say, I would say 20 or less, but that's really restrictive. I would say 40 or less. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go.
I like your sweater.
Thanks. Yeah, I agree, Carol Meadows. You have no clue, and it has nothing to do with my weight. I can relate to my other parts of my life. Tina, I'm so glad, friend. Are any of you guys new today? Comment new if you're new to me today. I'm just catching up on comments. If you guys have any weight loss questions, now's the time to drop them. I'm going to answer like a Q&A. Marianne Ortega, if I did not respond to the question. I did not see it. If you want to restate it, sometimes things filter, and then I was also doing a lot of talking. I might have missed it. If you restate it again, though, I can help you. Yeah, that's right, Amy. What term is good for high blood sugar? What do you mean, Janet? Thanks, Donna. Kelly, if you message me, I can give you a link and a code to it's a new lip oil gloss. Message me. Oh, thank you, Kristen Torres. Stephanie, beginning of 2023, my heaviest was 282. I got back up to. The end of 2017, though, I was 328 pounds. The end of 2017. So I have been every weight up to that weight. All right, I'm just catching up on comments, you guys. Thank you, Orla. Thank you, Shauna Lee. And here's the thing, guys. At the end of the day, like, I'm going to be very real with you. If you buy my supplements, great. I love that. That supports me. If you never do, I'm equally going to be like, want to help you lose the weight regardless of that. If you message me December this year and you never bought a supplement and you're like, Jess, because of you, you inspired me, you helped me lose 100 pounds, guess what? I did something good. Like, and at the end of the day, truly, all I want is to help people lose weight and get their lives back. Because for 2 decades, my weight controlled my everyday life. And I can't get back sometimes in my life, like when Addie was little, when I had no energy to run around with her, when I couldn't fit on roller coasters with her. I can't get that time back. It's gone forever. You know, I wish I would have done it sooner, but I didn't. And here we are. But if I can help you guys, and maybe you guys have small kids, and maybe I can help you lose it now. You know what I mean? Like, yes, my business is, I share things, I sell things, but I still equally get so much out of just helping people in general, whether you buy from me or you don't. I just want to help people get their lives back. I really do. Because it's just changed my life in so many amazing ways. Losing the weight has changed my life in every way. And I just want to help you guys all do it too. No, I don't work out. I need to. Yeah, so when you lose weight, do you go down in water? Yes, I mean, technically, all I drink is water though, so I really don't even measure my water anymore because all I drink all day is water. How do you get the food noise out of your head? Terry Carroll says, that's a great question. I have food noise in my head every single day, every day. In fact, even just last night at midnight, I was wanting to have like a snack, and I'm like, Jessica, no, it's way too late to be eating. I still deal with that every day. Just because I've lost the weight, guys, I still deal with the food noise. I still deal with the wanting to eat, the stress eating, all of those things. Some of the things that I've incorporated, I have a journal that if I really feel like I'm wanting to go eat because I'm stressed or depressed, I will go, first of all, I try to chug like 8 ounces of water. I go and write kind of like what I'm feeling in that moment. And I really do this anytime I feel triggered to go eat for my emotions. I go write kind of a sentence or two on like what I'm feeling and why I'm wanting to go to food. And then I go get busy doing something else. So the food noise is probably always going to be there if you're a food addict, right? But you have to just learn ways to work through that and not let that noise win. And so, I do a lot of like, and for a long time during my journey, I would come and write like a few sentences as to what I was feeling, why I was wanting to go to food. And I want to create a journal, like a weight loss journal. We might actually go there if you want to go with us.
Well, I know, but I wasn't going to go with you guys. I already made a list.
I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, you need to get all your laundry done today. Oh, and we have to talk to you about we went down and had a conversation with the school today, so we'll talk.
Did they say I could do hybrid?
We'll talk when I get off here. We'll talk about what they told us.
Fix my schedule, though?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, there's good and bad news with it.
So I can't do it next summer?
They're not sure if that'll be next summer or so. I'll talk to you when I get off here. I don't want them to know all your business about your schooling because it's not their business. Okay. What am I doing to maintain my weight loss, Kristen? Well, I still drink you're welcome, honey. I still drink my supplements every single day. And I still do my protein coffee. I still eat smaller portions. I eat a lot of meat and veggies, and I do eat more carbs now that I'm in maintenance. But again, it all comes down again to that, like, that ability to eat smaller amounts of food. And I want to show you guys the plate I'm talking about too, that I used, and that really did help me a lot. Chris, I love you, Christina. Do you go down on water? Do you lose weight? I mean, Amy, like I said, you can, yes, but all I drink is water. So I haven't really gone down in my water because all I drink is water. Well, where is my plate? I think Sean got rid of it. So we just bought this was like one of our Christmas presents ourselves. We got new pots and pans and new dishes and new cups and new knives. And I think he threw away my freaking plate. Sean, babe, did you throw away my big ol', I'm still on live. Did you throw away my portion control plate that I used on my journey?
I did not. Why would I do that?
But it's not in there. I wanted to show the girls. Will you find it? No, Addie doesn't have it, baby. All right, anyways, I think he threw it away, but anyways, I'll still give you guys the link. I'll send it to you if you guys want it. Is shrimp fit safe if you're on medication? I always will tell you, you can message me and I can give you the ingredients and you can ask your doctor, but I don't make like medical claims or any of that. You can ask your doctor though. Good, Patricia. The protein I use is from Melaleuca. It's my Shoppers Club. You have to be a member. You message me if you want info, but you can't just buy it. You have to be a member and order every month stuff from them. But you can use any protein. Oh my gosh, Sunny. I see you now, friend. How are you? Been doing the supplements over a year and I love them. Donna, I'm so glad. Yeah, I've always drank caffeine. My Trimpet has caffeine and I drink it twice a day. Hi, Janet. Welcome in. Okay, guys, I feel like I literally skipped a bunch of comments, not on purpose. I apologize. So if I didn't answer your question, I accidentally, when I was walking back in here, I went to the bottom. So drop your questions. I'll give you guys a few more minutes. If there's any weight loss questions or anything you want to ask, let me know really quickly. Again, if you guys did want to check out my supplements, you can click the link below or comment the word wellness and you will be sent a link. If you want me to tell you the 2 products I recommend if you are on a weight loss journey of the supplements that I take, that I swear have helped some with just along the journey, let me know in the comments and I can recommend those for you. But do you need supplements? No, you do not. You do not need anything but changing what you do and don't do to lose weight. Okay? But I will never not drink Trimpet. I drink it twice a day now. I didn't always. I used to drink it once a day for a long time. No, I didn't. I never really counted calories or anything, you guys. I do ice. a little bit of unsweetened vanilla almond milk and coffee. Did you always do Trimpet twice a day? Allison, no. I did Trimpet once a day for probably the first like 8-9 months, maybe even 10 months, until then I started to do it twice a day. And even to this day, I don't do it twice every day. I probably do it twice, 5-6 days a week now. And mainly I do that for like it just really helps me later in the day with my, my appetite control. And I do struggle with depression. And it does have L-theanine that helps with mood boosting. It helps with your energy. It helps with appetite control. And I swear by it. So there are some days that I only will take it once. And then later in the day, I feel like I'm getting snacky and I go mix up my Trimpet and I drink it a second time. Let's see. If you guys comment plate, I'll send you a message of the link of the plate and I'll put it in the comments for you. What's the best way to start eating, Michelle? I think the best way to start is to cut out the things that I mentioned. Cut out rice, beans, starches, pasta, sweets, processed foods, potatoes. Cut those out. Cut those out. Start drinking half your body weight in ounces of water a day. Start there. Those simple things alone, start there. No, Crystal, I've never heard of Trimpet making someone tired ever. No, I have not heard that. Yeah, perfect. Norma, that's great. Okay. Is there any other questions you guys have? I know, Jenna, they did. They lasted me up until just recently. Sean and I decided to invest in some really good, expensive, actually, pots and pans and a really nice dish set and knife set, because we've always had just like hand-me-down stuff, or like the Walmart really cheap like $2 bowls and stuff, which we still have some of those for like when Addie wants to have noodles. But that pots and pans set that you got us for our wedding lasted for a very long time. I thought beans were good. Well, beans are very starchy, so they're not bad for you. They're just, if you're eating a low carb diet, you don't want to eat beans because they're very high in carbohydrates. I love beans, but if you're wanting to do low carb, beans are not it. Also, if you're looking at vegetables that are lower in carbs, you want to stick with green stuff. Anything with color is going to be higher in carbs. You can still have it, but like corn is one of the worst, like highest in carbohydrate kind of veggies out there, in my opinion. Carrots are also really high in carbs, which you wouldn't think, but they are. So I would stick with like anything green. So cucumbers, green peppers, lettuce, arugula, spinach, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, anything green, cruciferous vegetables are more lower in carbohydrates. Now you can still have, I still always have onion and I love tomato, but green, it's kind of like a big rule of thumb. If it's a green veggie, it is going to be lower in carbohydrates. That's just kind of like a rule of thumb. If it's colored, it normally has more like natural sugar starches in it. Do you like ketone drinks? Cindy, I drank ketones for years, many years ago. I haven't drank ketones for years now. Yeah, I liked them for a while. You know, I felt like they helped me until they didn't, until I felt like they did nothing for me and I was spending way too much money. I think that you just have to find, if you take supplements, you just have to find what works for you, what lies in your budget, what you feel best on, and what works for you. I'll never put down supplements. Just because I sell them doesn't mean that there's not other great ones out there. I think there's a lot of great supplements out there in the world. There are a lot of great ones. So I never will like put down something so you'll buy my stuff. I can just say that do your research, you know, and try things, see what works for you. I love my supplements because I feel like they're very affordable than anything I've ever taken, and they've done more for me than any supplements I've ever taken. But there are great ones out there. I don't really have a big opinion. I haven't drank ketones in years. And I drink TrimFit, which I feel like makes me feel amazing for a quarter of the cost for what that used to be for me. And again, that's been a long time. I don't know the price of it because a lot of people will say, well, have you tried this or this? And I'll tell you guys very honestly, I don't need to try other supplements because I already have a routine that works for me. Like people will always ask, have you tried this collagen or this or this? No, I don't need to dabble in other supplements because what I have has worked for me and I feel incredible. So therefore I don't feel the need to go like pursue other brands of stuff. Does that make sense, you guys? Does that make sense? So I wouldn't want to go look at other stuff because there's no reason. Because what I have has been this arsenal in my toolkit that's helped me get to where I'm at today, and I feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad, Faithy. Supplement list, please. Sheila, send me a message, and I'm happy to send you a list of what I take and also a way to order and use a code. Send me a private message. You stress eat horribly, Jessica. I did for a long time. Where can I find a list of good? You know what, Beverly, how about I make a list for you guys? I would be happy to sit down and make a table list of foods that I recommend for low carb. Like a simple protein, veggies, snack kind of list of ideas that are more not processed foods. Would that be helpful? Because I can work on that like tomorrow and have it posted this week sometime for you guys. Also remember, if you guys do want another layer of support, challenges, giveaways, just order one supplement and you guys can get in there too. You can just order Trim Fit or just collagen or just the probiotics. The link is below, or you can message me and I can help you guys as well. Hi, Pamela. Maybe welcome in. I hope that you'll follow. Make sure you guys all click. There's like, if you click my face, it'll pull up a thing down here and there's like 3 dots. You can click and click follow and turn on live notifications. Cassie, the chlorophyll deal, it's funny you asked. I actually talked with them this morning. They're working on getting me a BOGO for you guys. So I will post it as soon as I get it today. They might have already messaged me, but I've been live. I put ranch dressing on my salad. Thank you, Laura Arnold. That means a lot to me. Okay, I'll make a list like that for you guys. Absolutely. Yeah, Pamela, I understand. So yeah, well, I'll show, do you guys want me to show you the supplements I take right now? Do you want me to show them to you and tell you a little bit about them? I can. Just say yes in the comments and I'll do that really quickly before I end here. And if there's any other last minute questions you guys have, let me know. But I can go over the supplements I take really quickly right now. And I can also recommend what I recommend you start with depending on your budget. If you are like, Jess, I can only spend $100 or $200, like what do you recommend I start with supplements? I can recommend that. Yeah, right, CJ. Yeah, not going to try to, fix what's not broken. Like, I don't go and try a bunch of other supplements. I have no need to. I found magical stuff that has helped me feel amazing, so I don't need to go look at other things. You guys want me to? Okay, let's go through it really quickly. Let's stand up because I'm like my back is really hurting me, and I'm going to just kind of stand up here and go through them with you guys, okay? Welcome to my classroom. Let's begin. Just kidding. All right, I want to just get out a thing of each of them. I got this, my probiotic screen. Okay. And then I also need to grab my protein drink because my protein is from another company, but I'm still going to show you guys what that is too, so I can show you everything organically and authentically of what I take every day. Move this stuff over. Those are supplements that are giveaways. So let me go grab that. Well, actually, let me ask Sean to grab it for me. Hey, babe. Baby. Will you there's a bag of protein from Melaleuca in the pantry. Will you grab that for me and bring it here? Okay, thank you. Okay. Huh? No, I'm still live, baby. I'm showing the girls the supplements and then I'll be done. Okay, I'm going to pause the comments again too so I don't miss any. Okay. The first product I have taken is Trim Fit. So Trim Fit is appetite control, energy, better mood. This is my favorite supplement. This is my ride or die. This is, if I can only take one supplement for the rest of my life, it would hands down be Trim Fit. Trim Fit has changed my life in so many ways, you guys. Appetite control, energy, but the biggest thing, it helps my mood. We have a berry and a tropical flavor. They're both delicious, okay? The tropical is a exclusive flavor. It's only available a limited time. And then we have the light berry. Delicious, okay? They have Caralluma fibreata, which is an Indian cactus. And the heights in which it is grown actually is proven to help with appetite suppressant. It has a purple tea leaf from Kenya, Africa that helps with inflammation in your body. Thank you, baby. And then it has L-theanine that is a natural mood enhancer or mood booster, okay? Trim Fit. Second product I've taken is collagen. So collagen we stopped producing in our 20s, and I'm 41 years old. This is bovine types 1 and 3 collagen, so hair, nails, skin, joints. This also has all your daily vitamins and 19 organic fruits per serving. So we have an unflavored and a flavored, so the orange comes in a canister. The Trim Fit berry you can get in the sachets or the canister, and they're all 30 serving products, you guys, okay? And then we have an unflavored collagen, which mine is out by my coffee pot because I put that in my coffee. Those are in individual packets. The unflavored, it's the same type of collagen. It has all your daily vitamins, but the additives are different. So the orange has the fruits per serving, whereas the unflavored has hyaluronic acid for aging from the inside out, and it has melon extract for cellulite. So those are our collagens, okay? I take a probiotic every day. Our probiotic is safe for ages 4 and up. And this is for gut health. It will help with inflammation of your gut. It helps with going to the bathroom. It helps with 70% of your immune system is in your gut, if you didn't know, so it'll help boost immunity. And this is it's a powder It tastes like a peach candy, peach pixie stick. You pour it in your mouth, it melts in your mouth. It's delicious. Safe for ages 4 and up. I make my daughter take this every day. My 17-year-old takes these 2 every single day. Surprised she didn't ask for this when she was in here. Actually, I gave her a handful the other day, but she takes this every day. So that's the probiotic, and it tastes amazing. It melts in your mouth. That's the probiotic. If your like weight loss is your goal and you can only start with a couple of things, I would highly suggest Trim Fit for the energy, appetite control, mood, and the probiotic for your gut health. Or you can start where I started with the Trim Fit and the collagen, and then I put the probiotic in. This is like what I call the triple threat bundle. Overall wellness, these 3, I feel like, okay? And then September, the September following me starting my weight loss journey in February, we came out with the greens. So I've been taking the greens since September of 2023, but that wasn't like day 1 of my journey. I'm just being very honest with the trajectory of how I've taken these. These 2 are where I started. A couple months in, I added in the probiotic, and then September 2023, we came out with the greens, which have 100 superfoods from the earth's surface to the ocean floor that help detox heavy metals, natural digestive enzymes, natural pre and probiotics, and lots of nutrition and greens in 1 serving. Also has high in antioxidant fruit extracts that are, if you guys go look at things that are high in antioxidants, go look at go Google high in antioxidants and free radicals, oxidative stress. You can do a lot of research as to what that can mean for your body, okay? And then the total hormone balance, we came out with this like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 months ago. This is for women. I've been taking it ever since we launched it. This is for anyone that's menstruating up to post menopause, post hysterectomy. It's gonna help with anything with women regarding bloating, cramping, hormonal acne, estrogen imbalance. That could be decreased libido. It could be night sweats, hot flashes, mood swings. It has red clover in it, which actually is a natural mocker of, it has what's called isoflavones that mock what estrogen does in the body. So it's like wannabe estrogen. Red clover acts as that. So it's going to help with your night sweats, which is, it's changed my world with night sweats because I'm in menopause. I haven't had a cycle for over a year. I'm in menopause at this point. I went into it very young. I started going into it in like 38 years old. I started having symptoms of premenopause. But it helps with night sweats, libido, like hot flashes, all of those women kind of things. My 17-year-old has horrible cramps during her cycle, like so bad to where sometimes she misses school, heating pad, miserable in bed. Addie takes the hormone balance, and the only reason I know it helps her is because every day she's like, Mom, where's that liquid stuff for my cramps? She takes it every single day. And that tells you that teenagers are only going to take it if it helps them. So she takes this every day. Okay. And then I started taking chlorophyll about 8 months ago. This is from another company. This just helps with like liver detox, daily detox of your body. You don't have to take this. I do take this though every single day, but I've only been taking it for several months, not been my whole journey, but it does stuff like that. It helps with oxidative stress, and it's called chlorophyll. I'll be having a deal on this today, by the way. You guys stay tuned on my page. And then you guys were asking about the protein I drink. I'm very picky with protein powders. All of the Premier, the whatever Fairlife, all of the pre-mixed proteins, there's no shade. I just can't do it. It makes me gag. I don't like the pre-packaged proteins. I may be the only person in the world that's not a fan of those, but I freaking hate them. I don't like them. I don't like the consistency. The fact that it sits in this little box thing it just all grosses me out. So I don't F around with those. I like to actually have the protein powder to put it into my drink. Now I've tried a lot of proteins. This is just personally my favorite, but you can use any protein. This one has 20 grams per serving. It's from my Shoppers Club Melaleuca, but you can only get it if you're a member. But this is where I get like all my cleaning products, my laundry soap, my body washes, my protein, all of that. Okay, so those are the supplements I take every single day. And like I did say, I do take the unflavored collagen, but I just started taking that probably 6 months ago in my coffee in the morning. And I do believe the collagen, along with my skincare, has helped my skin tremendously. But anyways, those are the supplements. If you have any questions on supplements, drop them real quick. I'll answer any of those, or you guys can also send me a message and I can help you guys get 25% off. And then if you are a new customer, you also get access into my private community where I do weekly challenges, giveaways, lots of support. We're posting more recipes in there. I'm going to be posting today some meal prep ideas for the week. So lots of different things will be offered in there that you can have access to if you just order at least one of the Beautiful You supplements. Okay. All right, what questions do you guys have? Let me catch up on comments now. I don't have a program for people wanting to lose weight, Beverly, but I do have a private community I'm trying to be a lot more active in, and I offer even more than I do on my regular page. That's like a support group where we all help each other. I do have that, and the only requirement is to order at least one supplement and be an active customer, because I've given away like Apple Watches, I've given away like walking pads, I've given away Lululemon full fits. I pour money into that community. And I give away free products every month to at least, I actually have 2 subscribers to announce from last month. 2 subscribers a month get giveaways from me. Like, I do a lot of stuff in there just for you guys. So the only requirement is that you're a customer. CJ, can I use ShrimpFit if I'm on daily medication for ADD? That's a doctor question. If you're not sure, you can go to the link below, and every supplement will have an ingredient list. You can show your doctor and ask. If you do the things Jess suggests, it will help you on your journey. She has helped me more than she knows. I started at 305 and I'm now 226, and I'm not stopping. I got big goals to hit this year. Faithy, I'm so proud of you. Laura, if you want the link to my shirt, send me a private message. Yes. Chris Crowder. Yes. Just mix with water. Yep. I'm so glad, Michaela. Yeah, I would say if you're wanting like a caloric, like how many calories to do in a day, you need to go, if you go Google a macro calculator and put in your goals and your stats, it can kind of give you an idea of how much calories you should eat in a day. I personally have never tracked calories. Lynette, do you really think ShrimpFit will help me at being 67 years old? Yes. Here's the thing. I'm not 67, right? I really believe in not talking on things that I don't know anything about. However, what I can tell you is this. I have one customer, for off the top of my head, she's 85 years old, and she's been drinking ShrimpFit for 2 years, and she swears by it. It's helped her with her energy and her mood. And she's lost like, I think 45 pounds. She didn't have a whole lot to lose. And she said it has helped her tremendously on like her appetite control and her energy. So as long as you guys go into, if you're going to start drinking ShrimpFit, this is not a weight loss supplement. This is not going to make you thin. This is not going to make you lose 100 pounds, right? This is a tool, right? A tool in the toolbox on your journey of wellness to help with your appetite, to give you help with boost your mood, and to give you energy. That's what this is. Now, I proved to you it's not a weight loss supplement. I drink it every day and I'm in maintenance. My best friend is like 120 pounds, drinks it every day. It's not for weight loss, but it can help on a journey because it does give you the appetite control. It helps with your energy. It boosts your mood. And the mood booster and the appetite control alone are why I will drink this forever. So I hope that answers that, Lynette. And again, if you don't like the supplements, guys, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can get a full refund. The link has been below for my supplements, or you can comment the word wellness and you'll be sent the link for it. You can bundle things to save more money. You'll see different bundle options. You subscribe, save 10%, use my code to save 15%. So you can save 25% doing that alone, and another 5% if you bundle stuff together. And again, access to my community, 30-day money back guarantee. And you can cancel subscriptions anytime. Alexa, next song, please. You want to try the total next? Yeah. I'm in menopause, Cherish, and I take the total. Is what diabetic friendly? I would say if there's any questions on, although I'm a nurse and I have my own subjective opinion based on my knowledge and all of that, I'm not going to speak on anything medical. If you guys have a disease process, you're on a medication, can I take this with this? That is a question for your doctor, not for me, right? I'm not your doctor. I know nothing about your health and your health history. And I'm not someone that's comfortable giving any of medical advice ever to make a sale. I'm not going to do it. What I can tell you is, all of the knowledge that you need is on my website pinned below. Every ingredient for every supplement is on there that you can show your doctor and get the approval or not from that. But I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, you can drink it. No, I'm not going to do that. So if you need the ingredient list, if you go to any of the tabs, I will show you guys how easy it is to find that. if you go to my website that's pinned below, it looks like this. And we'll go up to the 3 bars at the top right and click products. And I'm going to go click Trim Fit packets. Comes here. If you scroll down and you keep scrolling here, it kind of tells you what it does. And then you come here where it says supplemental facts. So you can see the supplemental facts and then the product ingredients. So you can show that stuff to your doctor to see if it's okay for your disease process or your medication. Those questions I will never answer, you guys. That's not my place. I'm not a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I'm just a girl on the internet that loves the products and I'm sharing them, and I never forget that place. I know some people are comfortable saying, oh yeah, you could take it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you where you can find the stuff, the objective data to show your doctor. Which collagen do you suggest? Pamela, they're both the exact same. The additives are different. It becomes a preference. The orange collagen, so they're both bovine, 2 types. They're both the same collagen. The additives are different. They both also have all of your daily vitamins. The orange is in a canister, orange flavor, and it has 19 organic fruits. Whereas the unflavored is unflavored. It's in the sachets, and it has hyaluronic acid from anti-aging from the inside out and melon extract for cellulite. So I wouldn't say either or is better than the other. It becomes a preference. I take them both interchangeably. Jennifer ordered Trim Fit. Thank you, girl. Send me a message. Brenda, I love the Costco Kirkland sparkling waters. I love the, what is that one brand? Waterloo. Those are probably my 2 favorite brands of the sparkling waters. Thank you, Tina. Yes, Beverly, my triple threat, I can save you, 25%. So I'll tell you how much that bundle would be if you want me to tell you really quickly how much I can save you on it. Yes. I got you. Give me 1 second. So you would go to products and go to the Trim Fit Tub tab, and then you would click on, there's a drop down, and you would click the Trim Fit Optimized Collagen and Probiotic Bundle. So that is normally $190, and then you can save 25%. So you're gonna save $47.50. So it would be $142.50. So you're saving what? You're gonna save $47.50 if you get these 3 in a bundle if you subscribe and use my code. That's the triple threat. And you can cancel anytime. Also, if you do get on subscription, you guys also get like VIP rewards. So you'll accumulate points every month that you can put towards your next subscription to save more money every month. And you also get access to new products before other people do, which we have new products coming. So Beverly, that's my deal with my triple threat. Go to the products tab, go to the Trim Fit tab. You can select this bundle and you can save $47.50 on this bundle if you subscribe and use my code. Yeah, the link has been below for the supplements, or you can comment the word wellness and it'll be sent to you in Messenger. You need the Trim Fit just for mood. Yeah, agreed. Same. Thank you, Donna. Jennifer Kerfman just commented wellness. Jennifer, you should have a message in your inbox for me, babe. Regina, you as well. Heidi, you have helped me so much. I used to be almost 400 pounds. I'm now 298. Heidi, you've lost 102 pounds. That's incredible. I'm so proud of you, girl. I'm so glad I could be of help. That makes me so happy. No, my code you can use as many times as you want. One-time orders, subscriptions, anything. Thank you, Chrisania. Thank you, Jan. So you don't drink just regular water? Yes, all I drink is regular water. I drink sparkling waters. I don't even drink those every day. She had asked me what sparkling waters I like. No, all I drink is water. In fact, I might have sparkling water a couple times a week. I drink mainly just 100% water. Okay, Christine Rice, send me a message. If you're on subscription, then you can get in the group. Yeah, that would be that price every month. You'd save 25% every month. And you can cancel anytime or change it. I like just collagen. Yep, Pamela, then you'd get the unflavored. Yes, ma'am, it does. Okay, all right, guys, I love you all. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for taking time to like listen to my story. I hope that I was able to provide a little bit of value to you guys today. And also, guys, you guys can reach out to me anytime ever in my inbox. I can't promise you that I answer right away, but anytime if you guys have any questions on weight loss or anything like that, if you send me a message, I'm happy to help answer. I try to get in my inbox once every single day to go through messages, so I'm happy to answer. Yes, Lynette, if you guys comment wellness, you're going to get a message sent to you with the link, my code, and how to subscribe and use my discount code with the code as well. And if this was provided any value to you guys, please share this out to your walls, tag your friends, and please feel free to reach out to me for any questions that I can help with. And I appreciate you all. And just remember, you're capable of doing anything you set your mind to. I always believe if the intent is pure and good and you have the ability to buckle down and do hard things and commit to hard work, that you can literally accomplish anything. And if I can do